Hi everyone, Manuel here. In this video, I'm going to share how you can take an old photo story and animate it into an engaging collage short form reel like this. I will show you how to cut out your images and divide them into background and foreground figures and animate every single part of it fast and easy using transitions in Davinci Resolve. Get ready to turn your photos into a scroll-stopping killer content for Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts. Let's dive in and make something awesome. All right, guys, so first thing we want to do is find a cool photo story that we want to work with. And I have an old-fashioned sport editorial that I want to repurpose again because it's really cool ground and figure shots in front of a white. So this works really well as a cutout, and it will also work really well with a different background. So I chose these photos and already did some cutouts there. I save these cutouts as PSD files, as Photoshop files. You can also just save it as PNGs with transparent background. That works as well. But in the new Davinci Resolve version, Davinci Resolve 20, you can now use layer files from PSD files. So one thing I'm going to show you is how we going to do a cutout on our background image. And I have a skyscraper here, and I want to divide the skyscraper from the clouds. And we have this amazing function here, which is called cutout motif. And then you can already see this works quite well. We double the layer and then make a mask on it, and then we check on the mask. And as you can see, it's not perfect. We have a little spot down here, so we're gonna correct that here and paint into the mask and make it complete. Make sure to switch on all the layers you want to use later in Davinci Resolve. They must be active, that you can work with it when you import them into Davinci Resolve 20. So we've done that, and then we go on save and save it into our working folder. And you can do these cutouts with Photoshop, you can do it in Canva, but you can also do it now with your iPhone. You just open up the image you want to use and press and hold on to your foreground figure, and it will do a cutout. And then you say save as PNG file, and then you have a file with a transparent background. And this is what we need for this tutorial. So here we are in Davinci Resolve, and I already imported a music clip that I want to work with. So then we want to import our background cutout into Davinci Resolve. We just drag and drop it into the timeline. So in the new version, Davinci Resolve 20, you can now import these PSD files and separate them into layers. And this is super cool. You just right click on it, and then you go up here and say split PSD layers in place. And when we click on here, you can see we have now two layers. Oh, we have actually more because these ones were in the folder. They are not active. We can delete them. But this one is the cutout without the sky, and this is what I wanted. And I already imported a background image. This is just a JPEG, a stock shot of and some nice clouds in the sky. And to make it a bit more active, I did actually a little animation on top. So you can see I have two key points here. And you go on the beginning of your background, if it's clouds. I wanted them to move a bit, so I make them bigger during the animation. So, and this gives a nice effect. So I chose here and started with 100%. And in the end, when we're here at this point, we have like 157%. And when we look at this, the clouds are basically coming closer, and this is a nice effect. So once we put our skyscrapers on top, this is already a super cool effect. And what you can always work with are transitions. And transitions you always find here in the effect panel. And you go on video transitions, and what I really like, so on top are the more boring things, and when you scroll down you find fusion transitions, and these ones are all pretty cool. And there you can decide how it starts, how it begins, and how it ends. And I like to use this to create this nice effect of, let's say, the skyscrapers are coming in, and I put this effect on top. So this tile effect, I didn't really stick. Let's see if it works now. We put this tile effect in the front. I just put some transitions on it. So we have a tile wipe on the skyscraper, and we have a, let's see what we have here, a slide left. So our clouds are sliding in, and this looks already cool. So now what we want to do is we want to put our figures on top. We select all of our images that we want to use and pull it into our timeline, and then we have a look how they're lined up here. So they're all pretty long now, so we want to shorten them, so we mark them all, and with right clicking on them you can go on clip duration, and then let's say we want to make them 1 second long, which is 24 frames in my case, because I'm using a 24 frame timeline. So we change them, and now we have these gaps in between, and I show you a little trick. You can go on edit and say delete gaps, and I have a little shortcut for this, which is Apple G. So to delete the gaps, and now they're all nice and short, and we can put them on top. But once we look at this, they're still not cut out, so we move them back and say right click on it and say split to PSD layers in place. This is a new function of Davinci Resolve 20. If you're not using Davinci Resolve 20, then you should work with PNG files with transparent backgrounds and save your cutouts as PNG files. Then you don't need to do this. And now you can see we have more layers here. So these are the cutouts that we want to use, and we place them on top of our timeline here. And because we want to make a really groovy, engaging short form piece, we want to cut into the beats. And there's also an amazing new feature of Davinci Resolve 20. You right click on your track and say show music beats, and now you can see the music beats visually, which is super handy. So you can now just check them here and see if they're on the beat. So we're gonna all put them on the beat before we start working on them. Let's see, maybe we need to pull this out a bit. Give me a bit of space here. Yes, so this works better. So we all gonna set them basically on 2 beats. I think this is gonna work fine because we also want some transitions in between, and that's why we're gonna need this a little longer here. Some manual work, but still super easy depending on what photos you want to use here. You put them in the right order, and now we've arranged our background. We have our clouds that are moving, we have our skyscrapers, and on top I've placed the figures we want to use that are nice cutouts, but they are not animated yet. So what you can do is, which is a super cool trick, you can always click on a clip and then of course go into the inspector up here and then say animate the size from the beginning to the end. But this is quite some work, so there is a faster way to do it, which is the dynamic zoom down here. So you just click on dynamic zoom and then you can swap it around, and then when we look at it, it just zooms in nicely. And this is a super cool effect that I like a lot and use a lot because it's just so fast and easy. So I will just go through them all and animate them. because then we have this little movement, and I really, really like that. Now we've animated the shots, but we want to also change how they come into the frame. The transitions you always find in the effects panel up here under video transitions, and I really like the effects which are called fusion transitions, which are a bit more advanced. And once we add, let's say, some effects here, I'm just gonna do it randomly, just gonna drag and drop it in between the frames. And the reason I do it just randomly is because we want a quick effect. And so we just drag and drop it. So you need to play around and see which ones you really like. I have a few that I really love, and I'm adding these ones. So can add a camera shake as well. And then we have a pan left. Let's add this one here, pan up, and then rotate is cool. And once in a while we can add this tile warp, which is cool. And just put it there. You can adjust them later. Make sure that there's enough variations, that it doesn't repeat itself too often, that it doesn't annoy the viewer. It should be still, always like a new cool effect. And this is how easy you can actually animate your footage. And we have a look at it one more time in full frame, so you guys can see what we did. This is how easy you can animate your photos into an engaging short form collage like we just did now. Try it out yourself. I hope you have fun. And if you like this kind of content, please leave me a like and consider subscribing for more content creation lessons which are coming. And I hope I see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.